Hello everyone, my name is Lowko and welcome to some more Heroes of the Storm. Today we're gonna be playing a game with Azmodan, the Lord of Sin. Or Lord of Sin rather, and the one with the nipple piercings. Look, I got piercings in my nipples and I got a 10-pack as well, so, you know, whatever you're gonna say about Azmodan, your argument is invalid, but either way, we're gonna be playing a game of him today. We're gonna be mainly focusing on the Q ability as well as the W ability, and actually some E as well in there if you're gonna have to, but we'll see. But first off, gonna start off with Sieging Wrath, which will increase the range of my Q. Now, basically what this hero is all about is not so much creep killing and whatnot, and not so much like great in team fights, but you can do all kinds of dirty things. I will show you in a second. You can do all kinds of weird strategies. This hero in general is kind of strange, to be honest, but you have a big ass fireball, I will show you that right away, that I can throw and sort of deal damage with, and this range is huge. Okay, I can do a lot of damage with just this ability right there. And other than that, we also have the W ability, as well as my passive, the D ability, my trait, that allows me to spawn these demons from hell, is what they say. You know, to basically deal extra damage in a lane and allowing us to do, you know, significant amounts of damage. Now we need to be a bit careful here, because I'm not particularly good at taking out minions one-on-one. Oh, come on, maybe I can let my Q. Come on, get him, get him. Oh, got her. Sweet. So basically that's what my D is all about right there. That's what my D is all about. No, that's what my Q is all about rather. The D ability is this guy right here. That's what my D is all about, guys. Great recording so far. Either way, we're gonna just keep on going here and try and do as much damage as possible. Looks like there's a big fight going on at top right now, but we should be alright. I'm trying to nuke down the towers if I can. I'm using my E ability, which is basically a damage over time spell that deals a lot of damage just, you know, over time. It costs a lot of mana. Like, the longer you have this ability activated, the longer, you know, the more mana it will cost. So it doesn't really go anywhere. You just sort of use it. And later on we will get a talent as well that allows us to cast this one while moving. So basically we deal more damage like that. Gonna spawn a couple more minions, deal a little bit more damage, and then I'm gonna go straight into the mines. There we go. So far it's pretty cool. Now we don't have a mount either. We got these cute boots they gave us. They look very fabulous. They're called like fire shoes, I believe, as well in the actual mount selection screen. They're called fire boots, if I'm not mistaken, which is kind of funny. Now the next ability we're gonna go for is Burn the Weak, which will give us a little bit more damage to the E right there. Especially when it comes to like taking out buildings and you know, things like that. Gotta be a little bit careful with my mana. I've been spending quite a little bit on it, so right now I'm not gonna use it, as I do have Tigers helping me out right here to take out this camp. But so far, we are doing great. So far, they haven't captured a single skull yet, which is huge. So let's just go for the boss as well. Let's just go. I don't know if they're moving in. Yeah, they are moving down right now. They are moving down. So, you know, we could try and maybe land a globe right there. Let's see. Nope, didn't quite get anything, but gonna be spawning a bunch of my minions here. Now the nice thing is that you can spawn your D on the W ability as well. So once I spawn the little minions, I can spawn my W at the same time. Also on wow, that's the worst aim I've ever done right there. Holy shit, I hit a pillar. Good job, Lowko. Very impressive. But basically your D ability, so my trait ability, I can only spawn on what are they called? Another minion. So basically what happens is that, you know, I'm gonna need another minion to spawn it on, and you can actually use that on your W ability, which is pretty great. Looks like they've been pushing back this lane a little bit more. I'm just gonna go in here as well. There's an avatar right there, so I need to be a bit careful, but I should be able to do a bunch of damage here. Oh, he's actually behind the tower now. Alright, that's okay with me. I'm just gonna use my E on him. He's not gonna be able to go anywhere. Sorry, Anubarak. You're done, bruh. Alright, sweet. So we got a massive minion at the top right there. So I'm gonna go to the top lane because we got 100 skulls right there, and they haven't gotten a single one. There's gonna be a very weak one, which honestly will get killed by the minions as well. But whatever. We're gonna go for the Infernal Globe right there, which will just upgrade my Q somewhere. And meanwhile, we're just gonna take out a bunch of these things, and I'm just gonna be spawning all my minions again. Just deal more and more damage while dealing some AoE with my Q. Gotta be careful here. I don't generally die, okay? That's the main thing with this hero. You deal so much damage, and generally speaking, you don't really die. Boom! Got him as well with my Q right there. Sweet. And so far things are going great. So far things are going great. Now, this is one of these heroes that I personally really enjoy playing because he's really weird. Maybe that's a weird thing to say, but in general, I like the heroes that are a little bit unique and that aren't so much as like the, you know, the DPSers or like the heroes that can, you know, tank a lot of damage or the straight up healers. I really enjoy playing these kind of heroes where you have some sort of, you know, you have some sort of weird thing going for yourself. Now, that's a little bit risky right there by Mr. Illidan. He does end up going down right there. Not very much I can do to save him, to be honest, because like I said, I don't really have any great one-on-one damage, but in team fights like this, I can be extremely useful. Now, their Abathur is dealing a lot of damage here. I think I'm gonna go back. Yeah, I'm just gonna Hearthstone home. Don't really have any mana anymore, so I'm just gonna go home. Gotta go with Demonic Invasion right here. Demonic Invasion, honestly, in my opinion, a far better heroic ability. Blackpool is alright, but you're gonna need to be running a very specific build to make that one work. It has a much slower cooldown and everything, but I personally just enjoy the other ability a lot more. Gotta go back to the top lane, by the way, because our demon is still alive. And he's still going to town right there, actually killing everyone. Yeah, it's going pretty good. Going pretty good right there. So far we are 6-0. Haven't gone in every single fight, but, you know, we were busy taking out lanes and whatnot. Alright, here we go. Gonna be spawning my my heroic here as well, because I can. And basically what happens is we spawn a ton of little small minions. Which actually later on in the game will also explode and stuff, which is pretty good. Didn't actually end up doing a whole lot with them right there, but the cooldown isn't that long. And most of the time I find myself not using my abilities, especially my heroic ability, nearly as often as I should. I'm gonna go to the bottom lane here, make sure we get some extra XP going. But you know, you can see what this hero is very strong at. You can basically deal a lot of damage. Obviously, you can solo lanes very easily. But at the same time, you can also be very useful in team fights and whatnot. I think they got that just fine right there. Yeah, it's gonna take a long time for me to get over there anyway. So if they're fighting 4v2, I'm okay with that. I can still help out here. Gonna spawn or gonna throw my Q right there. Oh, didn't quite get there, but. You know, like, I'm very useful as well in team fights, but when it comes to one-on-one combat, it's very difficult to get anything done. Now, the main thing about this hero is that you are pretty tanky, okay? So most of the time, you're not gonna be a target, unless... Well, I'm not gonna be able to land that. No, he's gonna walk all the way over to range. But unless, you know, I've faced someone one-on-one, I generally don't really want to be in team fights, just because my damage is so strange. They're just gonna walk out of range of my E ability, which does, you know, a bunch of damage. And other than that, you know, my skills are really not in one-on-one dueling and fighting or whatnot, whereas like Illidan is very strong at that. Mines are gonna open very soon. I'm actually just gonna continue here for a second longer. Might as well. Oh well, gotta be careful here. Gonna be spawning my heroic. Gonna have to. Illidan was almost gonna die there, but did manage to save him right there. So I gotta go for March of Sin right now, which will allow me to cast my E while moving, which is a great ability. Should be able to yeah, should be able to do a lot with that as well, which means that I am, you know, not so much of a good dueler, but I will definitely be better at it than before. Gotta be careful here, I don't have a lot of mana left. But if he gets such a big golem again, it might already be GG, to be honest. They are coming down right now. So I'm gonna stick around with my allies. Gotta be a bit careful. There they go. I don't really want to be useless here. Alright. Looks like we're gonna chase. Nope. Help! Gash! Help! Alright, well, you can see my tankiness right here, though. Like, I really don't die. Well, gotta watch out here. We got the hallucination going to town on me. But he did die. Sweet. So far, we're going great. We're 4 levels up on our opponents, which is honestly very hard to come back from. So, yeah, I'm actually really liking where this is headed. Now, funny thing to note is that I am a ranged hero, which is something that you might not be expecting most of the time. But, you know, you can deal some damage from ranged as well. So far we've done, well, not quite the most damage in Siege. Apparently Abathur has been doing a little bit more, also because of his passive, obviously. But it's going good. It's going great. If we could take the middle camp, that would be huge right now. I'll take it. I can probably just solo it just fine, but, well. There we go. That was very quick right there. Let's go top. And let's help. Let's just help the guy at the top. There's only 5 right here. He should be able to be, yeah, he will be killed by towers soon enough. So I think we are better off right here. Just everyone going top. Oh, apparently Illidan is going down. I guess that's okay. Oh man, he is chasing. He is chasing. So right now I can cast my E while moving, which is huge. So it means that I can sort of follow people. Got a kill right there as well. It means I can follow people while going to town on them, which is great. And I think this might already be GG right here. I mean, what are they gonna do? We completely owned them in this game. Wow. I mean, I don't want to be mean about them, but you know, they really didn't have a single chance right there. So that was good. We managed to not die a single time, go 11-0. And, you know, in all, play a pretty solid game. We did get a nice little early game lead, and we sort of, you know, steamrolled that one out of control. So let's have a quick look at the statistics screen right here. So in the end, yeah, very solid game right here. Azmodan and a hero that is very weird in a lot of ways, but that you can solo with if you want to, but you can't really duel with. You can take lanes, you can also pick off heroes like I did a couple of times in this game as well when they are running away with your Q. It does take a little bit of getting used to before you can really start, you know, aiming it properly, but after a couple games or so, I think it took me like 3 or 4 games, you will be able to start landing your Q on opponents quite easily when they are running away. And with the extended range that you get from the very first talent, I think most of the builds will be running that one. You will be able to pick off minions and heroes very, very easily with the Q ability. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, hit that like button. If you want to see more, hit that subscribe button. I want to thank you guys all for watching. Have an amazing day. Do not forget to smile, and I'll see you in the next one.